Good morning, students. Today we are going to start rational numbers. The last class we have learned the rational numbers. Rational numbers are, you know that all are in the form of p by q, or which can be represented in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Now you have to learn the irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are the numbers which are not in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. So irrational numbers are the numbers which are not in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. You know the examples of this irrational number: root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7. All these are irrational numbers. Now, what are real numbers? All rational numbers and irrational numbers together known as real numbers. Therefore, all rational numbers and irrational numbers together known as real number. It is denoted by capital R. So it is real numbers are denoted by the letter capital R. Real numbers are all rational numbers and irrational numbers together known as real number. That means a real number is either rational or irrational. So real number, it is either rational or irrational number. You know, every real number you get represented by a unique point on the number line. That means you take a number line. Suppose this is 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. So first I am talking about this rational number. You know that all the integers are rational numbers and we have marked the point at equal distance on the number line. So here, after marking equal distance, this 0 is written, we write 0 here, and 1. 1 is having a fixed point. That is what it is called. Every real number represented by a unique point on the number. It is having a fixed point on the number line. So root 2, root 3, everything, all these rational numbers also you can represent it on this number line. Every number represented by a unique point on the number line. Root 2 is having one special particular position. Root 3 is also having one particular position. Therefore, you can say that every real number represented by a unique point on the number line. Or another words, you can say every point on the number line, represents a unique real number. Either it is rational or irrational. That means you take one point here, it represents one real number, another point, another real number, another point. That means every point on this number line represents a unique real number. Either it is a rational or it is an irrational. That is why the number line is called a real number line. It is called a real number line. You see why the number line is called a real number line? Because every point on the number line represents a unique real number. That is, real numbers means at any point you take on the number line, it is representing either a rational number or an irrational number. And that is, that points are, that means, see, every point on the number line represents a unique real number. Either it is a rational or it is an irrational. Therefore, the number line is called a real number line. So you know how to mark, represent the rational numbers on the number line. You know how to mark 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2, all these rational numbers, you know how to mark it on the number line. Now I am going to teach you how to locate or root to on the, that means irrational numbers on the number line. So I am going to teach you how to locate irrational numbers on the number line. First you take root 2. So you know root 2 means you can write it as root of 1 plus 1. You take it as a square of some number, you can write down it is 1 squared plus 1 squared. You have learned Pythagoras theorem. We have taken a right angle triangle. So 3 is the base and 4 is the altitude. Then what is this hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. That is 9 plus 16 is root 5. Root 25, that is 5. So this hypotenuse is 5. Therefore, how will you define here? This is a square root of 3 squared. We are applying Pythagoras theorem here because it is a right angle triangle. So 3 is the base and 4 is the altitude. So square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared is root of 25, 5. Same you can say this root 2 is the hypotenuse of a right triangle whose base is 1 unit and altitude is also 1 unit. That means you draw a right angle triangle with a 1 unit. This is 1 unit, this is another 1 unit. Both should be equal. Then this hypotenuse, this is a right angle triangle. This is square root of 1 squared plus 1 squared is root of 1 plus 1 is root 2. So how will you define this root 2? Root 2 is the hypotenuse of a right triangle whose base is 1 unit and altitude is 1 unit. This one we are going to draw it on the number line. This one we are taken it as 0, equal distance. This is 1. This is 2. See this one, these are equal distance. Now we want to make a right angle triangle here. 0 to 1. This is 1 unit. I am going to draw a perpendicular at this point. Suppose this point I have taken it as A. So at A I am going to draw the perpendicular. You know two ways of making perpendicular. One is you can keep your protractor here. Protractor means 0 should be at A and the 0 180 line should be on this line. Then that 90 degree will come here like this. Then you draw the line like this. And on this perpendicular you have to make 1 unit. That is, you keep your compass here 0 to A, that is 0 to A, then with A as center you mark a arc. That means this OA should be equal to OB. So OA should be equal to AB, that is this is also 1 unit. Then this is 1 unit, perpendicular is also 1 unit. This is 90 degree angle. Then through this this hypotenuse. What is the length of this hypotenuse is root 2. How you will mark this root 2 on the number line? So you can see that you can take your protractor you have to keep your protractor at O and keep your protractor at O and with OB as length, you draw an arc like this. So you have to draw an arc like this. So with this one as center, with O as center, OB as radius, you have to draw an arc which will intersect this number line at one point. That point is P, and you can say it is root 2. This point P represents root 2. So is it clear? This OAB is a right angle triangle. OA is 1 unit, AB is 1 unit, and then OB is the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle, that is root 2. Now you have to mark root 3 on the day. I am just going to continue on the same number line how to mark. So if you want to continue the same on root 3, because I am going to take this root 2 as the base. Therefore, this one can be written as 2 plus 1. And then what is that? 2 is the square root of some number. What is the square? Sorry. 2 is the square of some number, which is that root 2 the whole square. Root 2 into root 2 is 2 plus 1 square. So how will you define this root 3? Root 3 is the hypotenuse of right triangle whose base is root 2 and altitude is 1 unit. 1 unit is fixed here, that is 0 to A. So here now you have to keep your protractor on OB line, because OB is our base, and you keep your protractor, that 0 of the protractor at B and 0 180 line here, then mark this 90 degree here, then draw the perpendicular here. So this line is perpendicular. 1 unit is OA. You take OA using your compass, same OA from B as center, you draw the arc. So this, suppose this I am taking as B. What is this BD? BD is equal to OA equal to 1. So this BD is also 1 unit. Now you are going to make a right angle triangle here, OBD. Join this. So this is base is root 2, altitude is 1, then what is that hypotenuse is root 3. So therefore OD is root 3. Again with O as center, OD as radius, you draw an arc like this. So again it will come here. Sorry, it will come here. This is root 3. This is root 3. This point is Q. Q is known as root 3. So all of you understood? So therefore, when you use the compass and scale, you will get with the OD as radius, you draw an arc which will come here. Then next is root 4. Then this one also can be written as 3 plus 1. That is square root of 3 the whole square plus 1 square. Now this root 3 is your base, and you draw a perpendicular here. 1 unit you cut it, join this. So this is root 4. When you join this root 4 here, it will come exactly at here 90 degree you mark it. This is 1 unit. Then join this, and this is root 4, and root 4 you take it, and it will exactly come to this 2, because root 4 is 2. So this process you can continue. Next root 4 you got it. Then root 5 is 4 plus 1. That is square root of root 4 the whole square plus 1. That is, we mark the root 4 here. Then that will be as your base. You draw perpendicular. Then connect this. That is root 5. Then how to root 6 is root of 5 plus 1. That is root of root 5 the whole square plus 1 square. Then root 7 is root of 6 plus 1. That is root of root 6 the whole square plus 1 square. Then till root 10 you can make it only this. So you get a spiral root shape. All this one you can just mark it on this number line. So root 2 I represent on the number line, root 3, root 4, root 5. All these irrational numbers you can represent it on the number line.